I wish more people were intelligent, that if they dislike something, in fact hate it, they would choose to simply not watch. But instead we have those who choose to watch what they hate, find problematic, and make calls to remove the roots of what makes that thing special, then claims to be more of a fan than everyone else who truly enjoys the foundation of it. That is ideological subversion at its finest. And if it's one thing in anime that exposes these types, it's the topic of fan service. Something that was never a problem until 5 seconds ago is now the topic of debate every 5 minutes. For instance, Dandadan Season 2 just ended, and in the finale we're introduced to a new character. A woman, I'm guessing an alien, I haven't read ahead, kisses Okarun, which quick shout out to him, he's just generally becoming the man considering where he started in the story. And Momo witnesses the kiss and it blows her world apart literally, and I hope Ira is okay from that. But it's quickly made known her outfit was censored compared to the manga, and when you realize what was changed, someone like me just thinks this is silly.
This is funny.
Basically, where her skin is visible in the thigh and upper arm area is now replaced with a pink skin-tight suit fabric. And it makes me think, why?
Why?
We just spent the whole season seeing Gigi fight in his tighty whities, Seiko, the beautiful hot granny with her cleavage out in the bathhouse, Momo in her underwear, episode 1, so why all of a sudden are thighs now a problem? And I can only speculate that maybe due to the massive popularity this anime has, with it comes these new quote-unquote fans who have a panic and anxiety attack at the first sight of skin from a woman. That now these creators feel compelled to cater to them, and that's something that's been revealed from the Bocchi the Rock scandal, so we know this is happening internally. For example, this user made a post saying, if they fix Vamola's suit design, they can 100% fix Ren yokai form. Science Saru, I believe in you. What fan advocates for censorship and a deviation from the source material? This is the problem that anime is being plagued with more and more, having the nerve to refer to it as fiction, as if there was something broken to begin with. These people don't like anime, don't enjoy it, and are only fans of the popularity surrounding it, and you couldn't convince me otherwise. The sight of anything hinting at fan service is like a jump scare in a horror movie for these types. While me, I'm just enjoying the show. A couple of these fake fans were journalists who despise fan service as well, referring to it in Food Wars as controversial, saying it was divisive and criticized for its heavy use of fan service.
When?
And there was an article that recently went viral defending fan service in anime, saying it's an integral part of the medium, and immediately it had tourists of all types coming out of the woodwork. The over-sexualization of women in anime, especially minors, is absolutely the worst thing this medium has gotten used to, oh my effing god. And again, these tourists talk about these characters like they're real people, which check out my video on that. The reality versus fiction debate in anime is stupid. I go into great length breaking down how idiotic all of this is. And then another user, it's getting so much harder to like anime nowadays because so much of it is manufactured fan service garbage. That is music to my ears, to be honest, because I welcome you to leave. I hope with that statement comes the dedication to do so, because as I've said so many times, nobody is forcing you to watch anime. There's no gun to your head and you are free to leave and never come back. It would improve the fandom so much if more fake fans chose this route. And here's something I thought worth noting from this article. Anime has always dealt with sexuality and adult themes, and pretending otherwise isn't just inaccurate, it's counterproductive. Rejecting it outright, as has become increasingly popular among a generation already struggling with social anxieties around intimacy, risks stripping anime of a cultural nuance that has defined it for decades.
Thank you!
And I think that's a good point. It speaks to this obsession when it comes to new generations, that the more we try to make things less offensive, the more easily offended they become. We even fantasize current generations to the point social anxiety has corrupted or stifled social development.
So now we're into the iGen, you call them, or Generation Z?
Right, same thing, that's right.
And they're even more fragile.
Yeah. Kids born around 1995 had a very different childhood from kids born a few years before. They don't get driver's licenses as much. They don't drink as much. They don't go out on dates. They don't have sex as much. What are they doing? They're sitting at home on their devices, talking with each other. And this seems to be changing social development because the rates of anxiety disorders, all of these rates are way, way up.
The parents insist on watching them all the time.
Exactly.
And now they call it bulldozer parenting.
Yep.
They clear out any obstacles in the way
Concierge parenting, I've heard.
so that the kid doesn't have to ever face any difficulties. How can that kid function in the real world?
And what makes me worried continually is what's stated here. In recent years, criticism of fan service has become louder and more mainstream. Social media has amplified voices that frame it as outdated or inappropriate, and studios have taken note. Anime, once brimming with suggestive humor or provocative tension, now often opts for safer, sterilized narratives meant to avoid controversy. I hate that Japanese creators are considering these adult children's opinions on what we enjoy. They assume that because these adult children screech so loud, that's the majority of fans, so they shift focus to appease those who will never be satisfied, thus in return destroying the medium, its cultural identity, signature style, and everything we know it to be. But that's all I had for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. The obsession with being a fake fan is a choice, and I think Espiritu says it best. Let me break this down. He means from a tourist perspective. I force myself to watch stuff I don't like, then force my views on people, mask it as criticism, then cry like a bitch when people give criticism back, because I want to force your shows to be what I want rather than go watch something I do like. Fuck all, Taurus. Also, if you haven't checked out my music, links in the description. If you love those Samurai Champloo lo-fi mother boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. And if you want to support me and the content I create, consider joining my channel. Becoming a member is much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.